Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to show you how to use the Gutenberg block editor. This will be a beginner's guide more or less to Gutenberg. We're going to talk about what it is, how to make new posts and pages using the block editor, adding and formatting text using common blocks such as paragraphs, headers, and lists, as well as inserting media and images. Then we're going to talk about more advanced blocks for layouts and media embedding. Finally, we'll save and publish our post or page. Let's talk about what the block editor is. This here is the default post on our website. This is how it looks like in the block editor. We can change the title to default post. We can use it to change text alignment, paragraphs, create it bold or italics. We can insert verses. We can insert verses, we can insert dates, and when we update it, as changes on our site. We are now on the dashboard, so let's make either a post or a page for our website using the block editor. And hey, we have a video already made on the differences between posts and pages, so be sure to check that out. Right now, let's make a post for our site. Let's hover on the left-hand side on Posts and click on Add a New Post. Okay, so we have a blank slate over here within the block editor for a post. So let's have a brief overview on how to use the Gutenberg block editor. From left to right, we have up here this plus icon, is the block inserter, with all the blocks that we can insert. We can insert paragraphs, headings, lists, code, images, music, separators, page breaks to create space and padding for our posts and articles. We can add logos, titles, maps, YouTube videos, and so on. There are patterns, which are basically templates that we can drag and drop, and images, which we can select from our media library or upload them. We have our edit and select tools over here, undo and redo, document overview. So if you want to create an outline, we could use that. We have our title over here. We have our view. So if we were to view it, well, we can't right now because we don't have any content, but we'll take a look at that later. Our publish, which is basically our save button, and our sidebar over here. So the post, we can toggle visibility from public to private. The URL of the site, we can change the authors, we can review categories and tags. By the way, we have a video on using categories and tags, so be sure to check that one out. We have our featured image, which we can set later, an excerpt, which we should definitely put, and discussion, which is disabling or enabling comments. And then for the block, we'll see this in action in a bit. So let's get to making our post. Let's have an example about exploring Kyoto. And I will add a block here. You could either drag and drop it from the block inserter, or use this plus icon on the right-hand side and put a heading. And with our first block, let's take a look at how to format it. So since it's heading 1, we put it on there and it should appear on our outline. There you go. Okay, there we go. And we can align it max width on our site over here. We can center it here. We can change the text alignment to the center. We can make it bold or italics using this bar. We can add a link if we wanted to. We can highlight it, put code, keyboard input, change the language, make strike through, and so on. We can also copy and paste using these 3 dots. on this right-hand side, we can see that the block sidebar is now populated. We can change the text color here to blue and the background to green. But let's keep it simple. Oops. Let's keep it simple for now. We can also change the font size. And we can change the padding dimensions. And other things. Hey, if you like this video so far, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us with the YouTube algorithm. We really appreciate your help. Now it's time to add the main body of our article. Click here and click on paragraph. Alternatively, you can drag and drop from the block inserter over here. And we can paste our body. And automatically it separates the paragraphs into different blocks. And here we can see the beauty of the Gutenberg block editor. If I select this square block over here, which contains this one paragraph, I can press on this arrow and move it up. Alternatively, I can drag it with these 6 dots to go to the bottom. And it makes it so easy to separate and rearrange our thoughts. So this block is the paragraph block. Let's now add a list. Click here, and we can just search for list. And we have a list over here. And we can paste in our items. And so let's say I have this and it's separated between that. And another sub-level of the block editor, I guess, is when you have a list, you can move them up and down just like the paragraphs. At the same time, this whole block here, which contains the list, here, if we select from outside, we can either move it up or down, depending on how we want it. And in order to separate this, let's add a new heading. Useful Japanese phrases. And let's center that. And we can bump this up. And there we have using the block editor. Now we can format the rest of these by selecting this, just so it looks more professional. And now that we have these blocks of text, the right bar over here, the right column over here, is now populated. We can choose the color of the text. Let's keep it black to keep it easy to read, and we can change the background. So if you wanted to separate your ideas, your blocks, by color, you could do that. And as an example, let's do that right here. And let's see if we can select the whole block and make it purple. That's kind of painful, isn't it? Let's make it lavender. Okay, great. Now that's looking pretty good. How about adding images and media? And just like the blocks of text that we have here, we'll add the images in the same way. So type image here. We can either upload it directly from here and it'll open our file explorer. We can insert it from a URL if we have, let's say, the Wikipedia flag of Japan, or we have our images that we've uploaded to our media library. And I'll do the rest right here. Okay, with all of these uploaded, let's reposition these. Okay, where's the one about Gion? All right, here. Okay, Gion. There we go. And the Tori one is, oh, there, Golden Pavilion is at the very top. We can just drag and drop this all the way here. Nice. And the one about the Torii gates goes over here. Okay, and then now for the images, we can crop them. We can crop them here with 16:9. We can zoom in and drag it around. We can make it 4/3 or 3:2, like a film camera. And if we applied that, it crops our image. Oops. There you go. Now let's save and publish this post that we've just made. First, let's add tags. Kyoto, Japan, travel. And you can put it under a category such as travel. All right. Okay, there we go. It just took a bit of a while to load. Let us add a featured image from our library. And that will be our featured image that will appear on our home page. And let's add a excerpt. Okay, so in order to preview it first before we publish it, let's click on this and preview in a new tab. Now it's going to generate us a preview and we're going to see if it looks pretty good. And here's our site in preview. And here's our comments and tags and categories. Okay, this looks good, so let's publish to our website and click on Publish up here. We'll publish it, and let's check it out on our site. And here's our site again. We have the default post that we've edited earlier, and this post, here's the excerpt that we put. Here's the date, and there we are. Here's the post that we've made. Okay, so now we've seen how to make a post using the block editor. Let's now take a look at how to make pages using the block editor. Back on the dashboard on the left-hand side, let's go over to Pages and click on Add New Page, which takes us to the block editor. Now, it looks exactly just like the post block editor, and it's the same. However, remember to check out our video on the difference between posts and pages to see the exact difference between the two. But since we're making a page, let's use some more advanced or complex blocks. So here on the block inserter, let's use patterns and let's put let's use a footer as our template here. And we can delete and configure as we please. We can make this text large. We can remove this menu, or in fact, we can probably, if I can select it right, move it over here, and we can insert a site icon. Where is it? Site logo over here, or underneath it. There we go. But that's the max. All right. Okay. And we can change our links here and paste it. Oops. And then paste it and make it open in a new tab, and so on. Let's see some other more advanced blocks. How about a Google map? Let's put it over here on the right side, and let's make it a column. And to configure it, now it's a bit tricky. You just have to find the right place to click. And let's use this address over here. And we can configure how far it's zoomed, and we can configure also how big we want it to be. Now, I feel like I want this to be in the middle. And let's change the title to contact page, and let's add a heading here on top and call it, and we can format that just the same, center, bold, and italics even. And there's our contact page. Now let's wait for it to all settle. We can set the featured image and turn on comments if you wanted to, but we don't have to do that. And we can click on Publish. And now we can view the page. And this is how it looks like on our website. This is the live contact page. So, I hope you found this video helpful. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps us with the algorithm. If you have any questions, please ask us in the comments below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.